Okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'll head over here to the Harpies, and I'll be able to grab a kill cougar on the way. That remind me there of it's a browser game you can play, Kingdom of Loading, not Loading, but as in the the hatred one. I think it's like LOU something. I honestly, spelling is not my forte. I've been relying on spell checker way too much. My skill at spelling has kind of dwindled. But anyway, there's one enemy you can face in it called a were cougar. It's a cougar that every full moon transforms into a middle-aged woman, goes down to the local bar to drunkenly hit on younger guys. That's actually the enemy's description. It's awesome. I haven't played the game very much, but it's kind of funny. In case anyone did watch my older videos and is anyway concerned that I'll phrase it this way: all the older videos of this kind of thing are going to be taken down, though they may be released at a later stage. I'm just currently not happy with them, but at a later stage I may be like, look, here's my older videos, like when I was starting off, take them for what they are. What's that dot on the map? It's my pet. Alright. Take them for what they are, and I could leave it at that. But right now I feel like maybe I should take them down and redo them. There is one WoW video of the old WoW videos that will be staying up, and it is the ones I did with friends. I had two friends over, we recorded a bit of WoW, and yeah, that one will be staying up. The rest won't be. But like I said, I may put them back up at a later stage. I wouldn't know when. Honestly, in my mind, I'm thinking, a few years down the road or something. But of course, I'm just talking on my ass when I say time. I'm just thinking, what? Ooh, excuse me. Maybe then? I don't know. Huh, there we go. Apparently the other cougar lacked bones. Or at least a femur. Small leather collar. Gets you 33 copper. And squishy cud. What the fuck is cud? Alright, let's head over here and kill the harpies. Pretty much when it... Damn it, wolf. Okay. Pretty much whenever you see that thing in the trees, it means there's harpies here. I figure maybe that's their nests, but harpies are like human-sized flying things. They look weird for them to be nesting in those kind of things, Okay, maybe they're a bit smaller than humans. I don't know. But, this is what the harpies look like. Oh yeah, in the Rexar campaign, I was telling you about this earlier, I never finished my point. You do have to actually deal with harpies at one stage. They actually kidnapped the current leader, Torn. He wasn't the leader at the time, he was actually a significantly younger Torn. That bonus campaign comes like quite a few years in the past of WoW. Especially like, Warlords of Draenor WoW. Like, say for example, between End of Wrath to Lich King and the start of Cataclysm, there's been either a few months or a few years between them. I remember hearing. You'll have to double check to see which and how much, but there is a bit of a time skip between them, though it's not acknowledged in the game. It's only acknowledged in a lore book called Storm Fury or something. I'll be honest, I don't remember its name. I never read it. I've been meaning to, but I never did. Okay. I'm actually going to take this I'm gonna make sure I'm recording. I'm actually gonna take the quest to go to Thunderbuff now in a second, and I am recording. Huh. Sorry, I'm just noticing the videos of recording this at 780p at 60 frames per second are substantially larger files, as you would expect. But yeah, it just normally exploits the files end up pretty small, but here not so much. May step it down to 720p again. I don't know right now. But yeah, I'll be heading to Thunderbuff and I'll get some professions. Reason being is that I'm under the right now I'm thinking of, like I said, leveling all the characters up to max level. And if I'm doing that, then my words are failing me. My mind just blanks and it's just like words. I know I don't remember my point. Oh yeah, I'll need professions. I'll need professions to gain the extra money and whatnot for my characters. I'll put all the Horde characters on this server, and I'll put all some of the alliance on the Draenor with my main character Palnai. I don't know how many will go on to that server, as that's actually already kind of full. I cleared off one space there, but just before I started recording. I deleted the Death Knight I did in the old Death Knight videos, Strange Lurv. I deleted him, but beyond, so there's one slot free, but I still wouldn't have enough room for all the characters. Like I would be having one from each of the Alliance factions. Wait, how many races are there? I'm just thinking, depending on the amount of races there are in the game, I may have to actually have more than one of some races to do, you know, one of each class to max level thing, or at least to Legion max level. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. I can't think of them all off the top of my head. There's Orc, there's Tauren, there's Forsaken, there's Blood Elves, there's Trolls, there's Blood Elves. No, wait. Orcs, Forsaken, Tauren, Trolls, Blood Elves, Goblins. And now I have to actually count them because I said them without counting. Orcs, Forsaken, Tauren, Trolls, Blood Elves, Goblins. Okay, there's 6, and there'll be 6 for Alliance. And then there's one neutral one that can go either way in the form of the Pandaren. So there's 13. And for classes, I wouldn't have a clue. At least one thing for the Death Knights and the Demon Hunters, you know, that you I don't remember what point I was going to make. No clue. My mind just blanked. It's just like, here, I'm going to stop for, just auto-run for a second, move my mic so I can take a drink. Don't like drinking in your ears, the mic, which is why I hate having this mic, because you can hear everything. It's annoying. My sincere apologies if you could hear him, like the mic scratching off my glasses just for a moment there. And I just realized I could have done something. I could have paused the recording. I realized at the moment I started drinking and it was like, you know, in too far. Because much blood is to go back as to go forward. I know. I'm trying to quote Macbeth for some reason, but yeah. You should see some of my videos. I was recording Diablo 3 a while back, and this was one series I was doing. I was going to record it, and then when I was done, fully release it, as I've been making attempts in the past to do so, to finish the game. But I would lose interest and, not finish it. Though in one case I ended up losing recording footage, so I had to start again. And sadly, some of the footage is stuck on my Mac, and like I said, I had put Mac to one side, so I could record this stuff, so I can use my new computer. But anyway, in one of my recordings, I started going on a bit of a rant about the Macbeth movie from 2015. I actually did the same on my Witcher recordings. The Macbeth movie, as a movie on its own two feet, isn't a bad movie. It's a fine movie, though I did have some difficulty remembering which character was which, and especially in a fight scene at the end with a lot of dust being kicked up, which, or what maybe it was ash in the air from a forest being lit on fire. It made it difficult to tell which one was Macbeth and which one was Macduff. In their final duke out. As a movie on its own, it's fine, though as a movie version of the play Macbeth, it's a bit weird. It takes characters in different ways that go against what Shakespeare had for them, if he had anything for them. Like Fleance. Fleance was talked at by Banquo. Fleance had no lines. Fleance, as far as I know, had no direction in the play beyond booking it when Banquo was being murdered at Banquo's behest. Fly Fleance and get avenge me or whatever. I can't remember his exact words, but get the fuck out of here and avenge me when when you can. They have Fleance go evil at the end, and are trying to almost have a sequel hook. I'm not kidding here. It looks like there's a dramatic scene with dramatic music that's, as the scene going on, it's getting more and more intense, and it's cutting between Fleance with a sword surrounded by a blood red with Macbeth's sword, Macbeth's corpse nearby, and Fleance is getting used to the weight of the sword, swinging it a bit, and there's a blood red mist around him, and it's cutting back between him and Malcolm, the good person who's sitting just below his throne that he just reclaimed from Macbeth, and he's cleaning off his crown, but he's looking up at the throne, and and he's just looking down like something's bothering him, and he gets up and strides out of his door, basking in light kind of thing, with either the door in the shape of a cross, or there's a cross just above the door, and it's a window. And while he's doing that, it's cutting to Fleance running into the blood red mist, and it's just is it trying to set up Macbeth 2, Macbeth harder? I'm confused. It's very weird. It's certainly, as on its own, it's not a bad movie. It's fine. But as following the play, it's weird. They also add scenes, they take away scenes. There's one character, Satan. He's not actually Satan. He's just a guy with an unfortunate name. It's meant to symbolize Macbeth's descent into evil. That he actually has one of his employees is literally called Satan, though it's spelled Seyton, if memory serves. It's not spelled however Satan is spelled. If I tried to spell it, I'll probably end up spelling Satan. So let's pretend I spelled it right. And it's just another person says that instead of Satan gets two different scenes. He'll come in, say a few things, and something else will happen. He'll turn up later and say something else. One of the scenes, another character says instead. So he only gets one scene, and that's it. It's a minor thing, but it's just that's another change they made for some reason. Similarly, Donalbain isn't in it. Donalbain, for those who don't know, is Malcolm's brother. He isn't in it at all. isn't referenced at all. Macbeth is also the lord of medieval Scottish Silent Hill. I say that because it's foggy as fuck. Like, seriously, the place is just like covered in mist and looks terrible. It's like, you know, it's a collection of wooden huts. It's actually funny in the play. I studied this for my leaving cert. They actually go on talking about how beautiful Macbeth's place is. Notably, that part is missing. Banquo and King Duncan they're approaching Macbeth's area, Macbeth's keep or whatever it was. I can't remember. Did he have a castle? Did he just have a wooden village? What he had? But they talk about how beautiful it was. Just for a scene, just like talking about how beautiful an area was. That's notably missing from the movie. Instead, we get a... Maybe I shouldn't say this here. Blizzard wants to keep this somewhat teen-friendly. Well, wants this to be kept teen-friendly. And if I say what I was gonna say, it probably wouldn't be teen-friendly. So, then again, I swear heavily, so it probably already isn't. But let's, you know... For once, let's not go with in for a penny, in for a pound, shall we? So, yeah, it has some sex scenes and whatnot in it. Well, when I say sex scenes, it's sex acts rather than full-out sex, but you get what I'm saying. We'll word it that way. Yeah, there is no such thing in the play. There's also Macbeth seemingly had a son in this. While they do reference in the play Lady Macbeth giving breastfeeding. Our teacher said it would be kind of strange for a noble woman to do so. That's what they had wet nurses for. Women whose entire job, well, was part of their job, was to breastfeed the noble woman's new baby. Sorry, no. Was it wet nurse? I'm not sure. But basically there was women whose job was to do that. And so it would be strange for Lady Macbeth to do it, but that part is never really explored on. Though Macbeth certainly does have issues surrounding not having kids. In it, there is a kid that he seems to have almost like a father relationship or something with. There's no dialogue shared. It's pure, like, the scenes he's in are either have no lines or he's not directly referenced. They are referencing, they're taking lines directly from the play, and he's not in it. So it's like he seems to, like, in the first scene where the kid's seen in it, he's helping him fix on the armor. He does the funeral rites for the kid when, like, the kid dies in the battle in the opening part, and he's like laid to rest, and he's like, you know, like a mass grave, mass grave. Macbeth by himself, while everyone else is sleeping, comes and does the kids the funeral rites that you saw at the start of the movie. And, you know, there's clearly something there going on, but it's, you know, they never really, like, it's not from the play. It's added in purely by the director or the writers or whatever. I would like to know the reasoning for it. Like, I'm the kind of person who doesn't like the changes to the original thing. Like in the Warcraft movie coming up, there's going to be a lot of changes. Like, from what I've seen of the trailer a while back, they may have new trailers out, I don't know. But like, his parents seem to, his thing is going to be different. If I'm guessing right, it looks like an orc woman who looked like Durotan's wife. Was leaving an orc baby in leaving a basket off in a river. You know, think Moses, like in Prince of Egypt animated movie thing, being left in the basket. Yeah, they're meant to be found dead in the forest with Troll, like, still, you know, wrapped up, forgotten by orc assassins. And he's meant to be found by a human king who enslaves him. To be his gladiator.